Check 1, 2. Microphone checker. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready to rumble? How's everybody doing? That's right, Switch. You send me that love. Genius. Switch, send me that love. Robert, send me that love. You know I want all of that love from everyone. Hot Wheels, welcome and thanks for joining in. Gerardo, welcome. Thanks for joining in. Greggy, welcome and thanks for joining in. Cockadoodoo, Robbie, Fred, Lola, Greggy Global Jam Man. Thank you guys all for joining in. Jared, great to see you. Thanks for joining in. Adrian, what up, my friend? Thanks for joining in. Skatemouth, great to see you. Thanks for joining in. There's some love from Cockadoodoo. Thank you so much. Jude, greetings to you and thanks for joining in. This is your first time on this live stream. Well, stick around. You might even find it entertaining. Every now and then we laugh at me. What up, Sliced Bread? How you doing, buddy? I hope you're having an amazing weekend. Boilermaker, how you doing? I hope you're having an amazing weekend. Chris, hope you're having an amazing weekend. Thanks for joining in. Davey Moores, thanks for joining in. Nice to see you here. Christy Sue, thank you for that love. What up, everybody? Matthew Keeling, is RXP a good investment? No, but XRP is a good investment. SM5, thank you for that love. What's happening out there, ladies and gentlemen? Campfire King, nice to see you. Thanks for joining in. What are you guys up to this weekend? Big Fat Slim, what up, my friend? And happy weekend to you, Grand Rising. It looks like we're in phase 4, ready for the alts. Not yet. We're still in phase 2. We're still in Ethereum dominance. In fact, we haven't even completed half of Ethereum's dominance yet. Yeah, I'm rocking the AVAX hat today. This was a hat that. I'm trying to think of the name now. What was it? I can't think of the name now. What was the name of the person who won our chess tournament? XTC Dealer, was that right? XTC Dealer was the winner of our poker tournament. We had a poker tournament on Avalanche. It was an Avalanche ecosystem poker tournament. So different projects and different groups from around Avalanche came together for this big poker tournament hosted by Swole Beach and the community over there. So shout out to the Swole Beach community for hosting that. And we attended, and anyway, we entered. I was one of the entries along with XTC Dealer, along with Switch, and along with Chief Jet. Everybody did well, of course, except for me. I got my ass kicked and I was out first. But other than that, everyone else did well. XDC went all the way to the end and he actually won first place. He won the entire event. And not only did IHodlLife community get the title, thanks to XDC winning, we got a whole bunch of Avalanche swag. And this was one of the swag pieces that I was given. And yes, I am definitely ready to crypto. What up, Lisa and Mario? I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. Thanks for tuning in once again right here on the best crypto channel on the planet. Laser, nice to see you. Thanks everyone for joining in. Don't forget to send me those heart me's and don't forget to tap that screen to help boost my page. A nice table pounding day ahead. You know what? I'm in great mood. Shazia, thank you so much for that heart me. I'm in such a great mood. I'm not doing any desk pounding today. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You never know what might go on here on a Sunday. Welcome to the IHodlLife community, everyone. My name's Tristan. Let's get kicking. Dewey, good evening to you. Viva Tampa Bay Homes. Hola, and how are you doing? I guess it's hola, como está? Como está? 6 points for effort. Roy Gunn, you send me that love, my friend. What do I think price-wise AVAX could do this run? I think price-wise, you guys have to stop worrying about what can a crypto do this run? What can it do next run? What price is it going to go to? You must understand something really important about investing. You're selling yourself hypothetical dreams. One person's going to say it's going to go to here. One person will say it's going to go to here. One person's going to say it'll go to here. But here's the truth. All of them are speculating. All of them are estimating. All of them are not 100% sure. And what you're going to do is you're going to take that unsure information and you're going to formulate a sure decision. And then it's going to be false because it's based on unsure information, not even real information. And you're now making moves in your crypto portfolio and in your financial life based on information that's not even true because you think it might go, oh, maybe it won't. Oh, I only think that, so I better invest over here instead. And you start making the wrong decisions. It's very crucial when you're investing in cryptocurrency because of its incredible volatility and because of its incredible early access to cryptocurrency and ownership. I'll keep in mind less than 1% of the world owns crypto. Because of both of those factors, it's not about what price will it go to. It's about how important is it and is it going to be here next round? And if it's going to be here next bull cycle, you should probably be stacking it and you should probably know why you're stacking it. And if you're buying it just because you think it might be the next quickest, fastest way to make money, you're going to get smoked in cryptocurrency. You're going to lose your money and you're going to realize it's an investment. It's not a casino. Thank you, everyone, for sending me that love. Happy Sunday to you. My shirt is no good for seeing the names. Yes. I'm making it hard for Switch to work. Staska, Dom, thank you so much for those heartbeats. They don't like my shirt. You guys don't like my shirt? Do you want me to change my shirt? Put some IHodl swag on? Hello from Bosnia. What up, King Lion in Bosnia? If I ever go to Bosnia and a lion tries to eat me, I'm going to be like, bro, I know the king lion, so you just back right off with your growl. You just back right the fuck off. He's going to be like, oh, well, in that case, you're clear. Savannah on, my friend. Talk to us about the end of 2025 XRP. Thanks for your question, Jeff, or your comment, or I guess your request. And to answer that, I'm not really sure what you want me to tell you about XRP by the end of 2025 because you guys are still looking at crypto like this. What's going to happen with my crypto right now? And you must understand this is the wrong way to look at crypto. All that's going to do is let you down. All that's going to do is test your patience to a point where you put your hands in the air and say, oh, it's never going to happen. Fuck this. I'm out. And I've seen so many really good investors get to that point because they're too focused on now, what's happening now, instead of just understanding that stacking these assets is the greatest thing that you can do for the next 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years of your life. And along that way, it's going to financially change your life. I mean, there's a complete different fundamental understanding between that and the person who's just sitting around like, when's the day? When's the season? When's the moment that it's going to make me rich? And it's just not going to happen that way. I don't know how many different ways to tell you guys that. It's just not going to happen that way. It's going to be a gradual staircasing growth of assets. Simple as that. What will happen between now and the end of XRP and 2025 with XRP? Nothing more than what's happening now with XRP. So you should probably buy it more because it's just going to continually seam up in price just like it has since 50 cents a half a year ago or a year ago. Good morning, Chief Jet, and welcome in. What up, Samuel? Thanks for joining in. You're in profit in the moment. When do you think is a good time to cash? You know, the reason you're in profit in a moment is because exactly, John Boy, thank you for that love and thanks for joining in. Exactly what I told you guys about a year ago. I told you that we're going into the bear market of 2021. 2021 was the bull run season in about February and November. And as we got to the end of 2021, Christmas time, I told you guys we're going into bear season now. And what did we do? 2022 bear season, 2023 bear season. We bottomed out at 2023. I told everyone to start buying again. Next cycle's beginning. Start buying again. The people who started buying then, late 2022, early 2023, you've already made money in your portfolio. You're already up a lot of money in your profits. But now you're getting to the point for those of you who bought prior to that, so you were still in the bear market drop, so your price was up here. It's only now that you're starting to see it just come back to where it was before, which is why I told all of you, for any of you who bought in 2021 when the market was all hype and it was green and it was talk like we're going to see at the end of this season or beginning of 2026, when it was all like that and everybody was buying in, the greatest thing that you did was not sell, was not throw your hands in the air and say, oh, blah, 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 and throw, because it was was going down, down, down. You held on to it. You waited, because I got news for you. You still have the same amount of tokens. This is why what price will it be by this point? What price will it be by that point is completely irrelevant at this early in the stage, because it's so fucking volatile. All I know is if you grab it and you hold it and you sit on it, despite the bull run, despite the bear market, a certain period of time is going to make you very, very wealthy. And all of you who bought in 2021 at the wrong time and watched it go down, now it's just coming back to fruition. You're just starting to see your profits now. And all the people who paid attention and bought in 2022, late and early 2023, you guys have all made 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games on your portfolio already. Some of you more, depending on the size of how much you have in each cryptocurrency. Some of you less, depending on the size of your portfolio. And those of you who got in late in November, when we had the little November ISO pump, same thing. Just like getting in January. You saw it go up, you watched your bags come down, and now you're just seeing them starting to come back. And all that time down here when you were like, and I was saying, buy more, just keep buying more, guys, just keep buying more, just keep. Now you're starting to understand. It is definitely not time to cash out yet just because you have some profit. A smart play is if you invest $2,000 into something and it's now sitting at 6 or 7, it's okay to take your original $2,000 out and reinvest it. Don't spend it. Reinvest it in something else to diversify your portfolio. But outside of that, it is not time to take profits yet. I hope you guys are hitting that like and follow and following along right here at the Best Crypto channel so that you know not to sell your crypto 6 months ago like all the other dummy influencers were telling you. Not that that bull run was over last January and February like they were all telling you after we started coming down from the November little hiccup from the ISO coins. I encourage you to hit that like and follow so you can learn crypto properly. Better yet, go to the link in the top of my TikTok page and follow our community Discord where you're going to get all the best info. You like that AVAX hat? I won that from the poker tournament that we did, Chief. SRC, contracting me some love. Thank you so much, my friend. You guys like the hat? Tango, you better send me that love, buddy. You better. I'll come all the way down to Chicago and get it. Even though there's crazy shit going on in Chicago right now, Tango's probably the ringleader of it. Who knows? Just kidding, Tango. But I'd still come down there and give you a big ass hug right on the pier. And then jump into the water with you like I did last time. Good morning to you, Dom, and thanks for joining in. Thanks, everybody, for joining in. Don't forget to drop your crypto questions. What up, Lee? Welcome, and thanks for joining in. TM, thanks for joining in. Crypto Watcher, thanks for joining in. Thank you for your follow, Maurice. What's my thoughts on Axelar? I think Axelar is really, really good. However, it's still a little bit early. So what I mean by early is it's early for this cryptocurrency to prove its long-term longevity. So if you have a little bit of money to invest, sure, AXL or Axelar is a great one to put into your portfolio. But before you start doing that, you better already have your other bags packed. You better already have your Cardano and your HBAR bags packed and your Ethereum bags packed and your Solana and ecosystem packed and your Avalanche, so on and so forth. So it's hard to answer when people say, what about this crypto? Because they take it so one-wayed. And yes, Axelar is great, but no, it may not be great for your portfolio depending on your dollar size and whether it's the right one to put in or not. Most people at this point in the game should not be buying new cryptos. They should be topping up what they currently have to increase their compounding effect. The urge to keep getting this one because I might be missing out on one is one of the ways that we lose in cryptocurrency. So pay attention to that. And I know that's not what you were doing, Chief. I just use that as an example to explain that. But I mean, overall, Axelar, AXL is a very, very good crypto. So is Axon DAO. And in the background, those guys will be working together. Did I do a deep dive on Axelar? Yes, I did. Yeah, and Axelar's like I just said, it's a very good protocol, but it's still not as good as, a lot of other cryptos out there. So for the investor who's watching my channel right now with $5,000 to invest, I have to be careful how he hears AXL is good, because he takes his $5,000 and puts $2,000 into AXL. He owns no XRP, he owns no XLM, he owns no Ethereum, and do you understand what I mean? Like, he owns no Solana, no Avalanche. So you have to put it into perspective when I say, is it a good crypto or is it not? Is it good for you is not always the right or the same answer, if you know what I mean. So XLR is good, but it's not one that I would even put into my portfolio. So not one I put into my client's portfolio at this time. So I would give it a mediocre range. Is the live freezing or is it just you? It's just you, man. Put on a jacket. It's probably cold out there in that bitter Calgary weather. That's one thing I sure do not miss about Alberta. I do not miss that crappy weather. Thoughts on Hyperliquid? Now, there's an interesting one, Dom. Hyperliquid is very, very interesting to pay attention to. This is definitely one you guys should be keeping eyes on. There's some heavy tokenization going on behind Hyperliquid. This is a big one to pay attention to. If you are in the insiders, you probably already know that. And if you're not in the insiders in our Discord, I encourage you guys to join the insiders where you get specialized information. What do I think of Flare? Thanks, you're welcome. I think that Flare is an amazing new Layer 1 protocol, one of the best new Layer 1 protocols. And one of the things that I always shout out about Flare is that they don't require outsourced systems. They do everything in-house. So the Flare token is their gas token. You know, it's their governance token. They have their own in-house Oracle system that operates everything. So Flare is kind of like a one-stop shop, one of the first blockchains to do that. They work very, very closely with the XRP and the ISO group. I don't know that Flare would become an ISO coin in the future, but I do know that it will be working closely with XRP and friends. For all of those reasons, Flare is definitely a really great crypto to be watched. It ranks higher up there than even an XLR. Both amazing cryptos. Whether they're right for your portfolio or not, I don't know. I would have to look at your portfolio and see if it made sense. And if you guys are building portfolios out there and you don't know how to do it, remember, you can have me build your portfolio for you. Feel free to book a meeting with me. The link is in the top of my TikTok page. $25,000 range and higher. Come see me and I will build your portfolio for you. You're still thankful for me telling you about XCN 2 years ago? $125 investment turned into 6K. This is what happens when you follow my channel, man. When you follow my channel and you do what I preach the most. Wait, fucking wait, everyone. God damn it, there you go, cock-a-doo-doo. God damn it, everyone, just fucking wait. Could you just wait? Would you just fucking wait? God damn it, could you just fucking wait? Why can't you just fucking wait? But Jabari Coffrey understands, don't you, Jabari? You understand what I mean when I'm banging on my desk and I tell you your crypto's not even 3 years old. You just need to fucking wait. Give it time to grow. It's like planting the seed and being pissed off a month later there's no fucking flower. Well, where's the flower? I don't have a flower. Oh, this is a scam. The fuck? So, when you do like Jabari did, you realize how you can make huge profits following this channel and making the right moves. But the key to it is patience. The key to it is grabbing assets and sitting on them, not grabbing lottery tickets and waiting around wondering when day your lottery number runs, because that's not what we're doing here. And Jabari Coffee understands very, very clearly. Think about that happening now with the rest of your portfolio, Jabari, because that's what's going to happen as we wait this time period out. And that's only... You know, that's only 6K you made from that. That's nothing compared to what's at hand. Huddle on, my friends. What's all the 67s about, Batman? Come on in, Batman. The water's fine. Wait, why did you do that so well? Oh my goodness. Big Bam. You send me that love. If you're watching my channel and you haven't sent me love yet, go ahead and send me that love. Thanks for your question, Sonson. XRP's hands down one of the best cryptos out there. I'll remind you guys, despite the news you hear about XRP good, and despite the news you hear about XRP bad, XRP is the one and only fully regulated cryptocurrency on the planet. I'll remind you of that. It is the one that is absolutely clear of all regulation proof. It went through lawsuits. It cleared everything. It passed. It's done. It is fully open, on the table, no more problems to go. XRP is a game changer. If you don't have XRP in your portfolio, you haven't invested it. You haven't researched it. And if you don't talk positive, or you think that XRP is a trash coin, the truth is number one, you probably bought it a way back when it was top of the bull run, and now it's gone down and you haven't made any money on it yet. So that's why you think it's a poop coin, because really you played the game wrong, or you just simply haven't done any research. Because if you have, you'd realize that it's one of the most important cryptos in the space, and you definitely have to have some if you're building a proper portfolio. I'll remind you guys again, if you're building a portfolio and you don't know how, you can book a free 30-minute consultation with me to build your portfolio for you at Tokenized Financial. Visit our website if you wish, tokenizedfinancial.com, or just book a meeting with me. The link is in the top of my TikTok page. $25,000 or more, and you can come see me and I will build your portfolio for you. It's time to 10 times your portfolio and make some dough. Put 100K in crypto and turn it into $1 million. Put $1 million in crypto and turn it into 10 million. It's time to get part of the game, everyone. Instead of standing on the sidelines and watching everyone in crypto get rich, and by the time you finally adopt it and get into it, it's going to be way too late to convert all your traditional assets over. Tokenization will already be a thing of normal. Everybody will be tokenizing just like everyone got a website in 1995. His new name is Crazy Chicago Tango. And yes, XRP has a limited supply. Yes, it does. It is technically deflationary simply by having a limited supply. Any cryptocurrency that has a limited supply doesn't have a deflationary mechanism, but by having a limited supply, it's somewhat deflationary because there will always be loss of currency based on lack of wallets being used, people abandoning a wallet with 10 here, 10 here, 40 here, 30 here, and some lost sent to a wrong address. There's always going to be a slight deflationary effect to cryptocurrency with a finite value. However, XRP doesn't have any burning or sharding, disappearing, removing asset, or I guess say mechanisms built into its layer, but it's not meant to. It's meant to keep value at a stable point and use it as payment rails, which is why it's an ODL, an on-demand liquidity crypto. That's why nobody wants to build anything so much on top of XRPL. They more just want to drop financial tools, such as stablecoins, or use XRP itself to process stablecoins. What are my thoughts on storied IP? Never heard of it. Is ICP sleeping? Well, if you've been following my channel, I would have told you that ICP, ever since it came out, was a decent cryptocurrency to get into, but it is at least another full cycle before it comes back and gets so many rewards. It came out at like $900 and dropped all the way down to like $3. It's not coming back until at least 2030, until the next cycle. And I've been telling everybody, ICP is a great protocol, but it's not the right time to get in now unless you want to go throw 5-10 grand in there and let it sit there for the next 5 years. And in the meantime, you could be making a lot more profit on this cycle off of other cryptocurrencies that are properly developed and properly positioned to make more money. Not that they're necessarily better or ICP's worse. It's just not positioned properly for its multiplier effect. It's just not simple as that. And all the influencers out there that pumped ICP early and told you to go stack up on it, well, they were wrong, because you haven't made any fucking money on it, have you? Wait around until next cycle and you will. In the meantime, you're missing out on other opportunities this cycle. That's right, Adam Martinez. That is what a lot of people are doing when I talk about crypto. So I try to break it down into different scenarios, because what I say might change based on your portfolio, your dollar value, your situation, etc. When do you sell? You sell when the profit is correct. One of the greatest things that we're going to let our tokenized financial clients know is when they can cash out on the bull run. Thanks for your question, Blue. Tau is my favorite AI play in the crypto space right now. Fetch AI is really great with their new alliance, the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, ticker symbol FET. Aside from that, Tau is one of the top AI protocols out there, and my personal favorite AI play. Highly recommend Tau. This is built out of the Polkadot SDK. It is highly secure, highly efficient, highly amazing. Crowcoin is definitely one to start stacking a little bit of, enough to use the benefits of their exchange. I anticipate that Crowcoin is turning into a bank. It's turning into one of our first digital banks, along with Gemini and along with Coinbase, and to name a few others. So for that reason, holding a small amount of Crowcoin so that you could take advantage of their crypto credit cards, take advantage of their superchargers, take advantage of the benefits that they offer by staking a little bit of their Crowcoin. All of these are very, very good ideas for those of us who are Web3 users. It's going to allow us to move some of our crypto over onto a card and spend it like fiat when we want, especially when we start getting paychecks in crypto. This is going to be very important. When you start receiving your paychecks in stable coins, this is going to be a very, very important tool and feature. And that's why all these places, Coinbase, Crypto.com, are coming out with these cards. You'll see they're preparing themselves to be the new digital banks, the new future of banks. So as far as their coin goes that represents their exchange, it's good, whatever exchange you're using, to hold a little bit of that coin. And Crow specifically is a very, very good coin for their exchange. You can use it in their DeFi wallet also, which is the Crypto.com wallet that's attached to their exchange. You can get a whole bunch of staking and benefit features, as well as on the exchange, stake a little bit, enter into what they call supercharger, where you can earn other new tokens and things like that. So there's a utility and a benefit to holding some of their coin other than just having a coin on its price speculation alone. So I definitely recommend some Crow coin. But again, when I say that, make sure you have your proper portfolio bags built. You know, for those of you who are over the 50K range or over the 30K range, you're in the have me design your portfolio price ranges. You guys can all afford to have $1,000 worth of Crow in your portfolio. Thanks, Adam, for your question. What are my thoughts on Epic Chain Vault? I think it's one to be watched. I think it's one to be very careful about how many influencers are going to overhype it, just like the same influencers overhyped Pinlink, the same influencers overhyped the Zbeck network, the same influencers overhyped ICP. Tell me I'm fucking wrong, because I'm not. So just be very careful about the overhype. A lot of people on social media are there for likes, not there for your best interest. So be careful how you hear it, how you take it, and how you apply it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the best crypto channel on the planet. We're live here every Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name's Tristan. I'm the founder and the CEO of IHodlLife, the world's only cryptocurrency brand. Let's get that mirrored for you guys. There you go. The world's only cryptocurrency brand. Feel free to go check out our swag at www.IHodlLife.com. I'm also the founder and the CEO of Tokenized Financial Asset Management Firm. If you wish to have your portfolio designed by the best, feel free to book a free 30-minute consultation with me. The link is in the top of my TikTok page. You must be in the 25K range or higher if you wish for me to design your portfolio. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Right here on Sunday, it's an Ask Me Anything Crypto. Please try not to spam the chat. I'm always about 10 minutes behind on the comments because they come in too fast. But please drop your crypto questions, and I'll try to answer as many of you as I can in the 3 hours that we're alive, or that we're live here on the live. If you like my content, please tap that screen, show me some love. And if you haven't sent me a heart me already, please send me a heart me. It boosts my page. No gifts. This page is a gift for you, a gift of knowledge for you, and I hope that you apply it properly. But feel free to send me a heart me to help boost my channel. Thanks, DeFi Cryptonomics. It's just because I study it. You know, me knowing all the tiny little details about cryptos is no different than a mechanic knowing all the tiny little details about a car. You know, there's one mechanic that can change the oil, and there's another mechanic that could build the car, take it all apart and rebuild it. I mean, you know, so it's no different than any other industry or skill. I've just got to a point where I'm mastering the crypto space. I'm starting to understand all aspects of the crypto space and deep diving into the further, more boring parts. Don't you think we should wait? You guys love when I'm banging my desk and yelling at you, don't you? You just love it. You love me when I'm at my worst, bunch of assholes. I did flip my camera. Thanks, Switch. Yes, class is in session, everyone. Class is in session. Drop your crypto questions and be patient. I'm trying to get to all of your questions. Feel free to tap that screen while you're waiting. Thank you for that heartbeat, Dave. See you later, Roy Gunn. Have a great day. What do I think of HBAR? Fannies, thank you so much for your question. HBAR's amazing. It is one of the only blockchains out there that's not actually a blockchain. It is a hash graph. So it's technically a new type of consensus. So it's not really a blockchain. It doesn't run as a linear blockchain does. In fact, it runs more like a spatial directed acyclic graph with slight enhancements based on its consensus algorithm of proof of gossip, which is widely used by AI technology. So for all of those reasons, HBAR is very, very amazing technology, and the fact that it uses hash graph and the fact that it uses a proof of gossip technology used by AI. And for all of those reasons, I really, really like HBAR. It hasn't had its stage yet of things being built on it. It hasn't had an ecosystem like we see on Solana and Ethereum. But then there's a lot of layer ones that we haven't seen that growth yet because the world hasn't woken up to purpose-built blockchains yet. And I say purpose-built blockchains and throw HBAR in there, but it's technically not a blockchain. It's a hash graph. But to not confuse you, we'll just refer to it as a blockchain like the rest of them. Awesome. Thumbs up on HBAR. Epic Chain. We'll see. I guarantee you 10 times. I don't guarantee anything. I guarantee nothing. In fact, all of our clients sign a waiver that says this guy's promising me nothing. But proof's in the pudding. You know, you can go and ask our clients and say, how much money are you making? Are you multiplying? I mean, people are trained not to tell their profits and tell their portfolios, but they'll tell you enough information to help you decide if it's a service that you would wish to use. But ultimately, yes, our goal is to 10 times our clients' portfolios in each cycle. So within one bull cycle, a 10 times is very, very realistic. Anyone who's been in crypto would already know that. And I do believe, although some influencers will argue me on this point, I do believe there is still about a 10 times left in this season. Although we've already made a 10 times and sometimes more, I still believe there's still about another 10 times left in this season before we go into bear market. Other influencers think there's only another 3 or 5 times. But even at that, even a 3 to a 5 times, 10 grand into 30K or 10 grand into 50K, like 100 grand into 300K or 100 grand into $500,000. I mean, this is still huge profits you're not going to find in the traditional world. So if we do a 10 times and you're turning, 25K into $250,000, or you're turning $250,000 into 2.5 million, I mean, this is a massive opportunity people should be paying attention to. If we fail and we only do 25%, we've made massive profit. Do you understand? If you're in the crypto space, 25K and over, and you haven't had a free 30-minute consultation with me, you may want to book it, have a chat, and see if there is synergies for me designing your portfolio or not. I don't think they burn tokens, Lee, at least not that I'm aware of. I'm curious to know now that you said that. I wonder if there is actually a mechanism somewhere along the XRP line that somehow burns XRP that someone has created, but I don't think there is, at least not that I'm aware of. You see, proof right there, I don't know everything in crypto. It's a continuous learning wheel. It doesn't stop. What are my thoughts on VRA? Thanks for your question, Dale. Maverick, thanks for that love. Veracity is a decent play. It's kind of a gaming metaverse play, so it's decent. It's kind of like an ICP. It's very good long term. Once they actually build it, roll it out, get enough users, people are going into metaverses the way that kids today are playing video games, then it's going to be a massive play. But we're definitely not close to that yet. I encourage everybody to get at least $1,000 of Crow, not financial advice, of course. I encourage everyone to get $1,000 or so of Crow and use it on the Crypto.com exchange to enter into superchargers, staking, get benefits, stake $500 of it to get their crypto credit card. Shout out to Crypto.com. No, I'm not sponsored by them, although I probably should be. I love their exchange. I use it all the time. Crypto.com, if you ever see my channel, feel free to ring me up. Let's chat. I love your channel. And you guys should definitely be using about $1,000 worth of Crow coin just to get all the features and benefits that the exchange offers. As I mentioned before, I do anticipate that Crypto.com exchange is going to turn into a new digital bank along with Coinbase and along with Gemini. We just saw Gemini IPO recently happen. It's kind of the season of IPOs right now for exchanges, and there's a reason behind this. Quant is a very good one. It sure is, Victor. XRP is not undervalued, no. Hi, ABS. How are you doing? Welcome and thanks for joining in. VET is reasonable. It's a good solid layer 1 blockchain. I have nothing bad to say about VeChain, but I do believe there's other layer 1s out there that are more intriguing for my portfolio. Do I think that the stock market is in a dangerous situation? I think that the stock market must crash to a degree for the new system to be rolled out. But really what that means is the stock market is just going to be tokenized and go on chain. Everything is going to get tokenized. It's going to begin with tokenizing ETFs, and then they're going to start tokenizing bonds. Then they're going to start tokenizing stocks, real estate, and it's just going to be a floodgate of tokenization, which really means everything goes crypto. John Boy, thank you so much for sharing the live. If you guys wish to share the live, hit the little white arrow at the bottom of the screen. And don't forget to send me that heart me. It helps boost my page. If you love my content, tap that screen. Our goal is 100,000 likes. We're halfway to our goal, so we've still got a good ways to go. Thanks, everybody, for your love. Smulus, you know I want that heart me. Do I see a future in Pepe coin? Pepe is one of the best meme coins in the market currently right now. Yes. Me Clark. Thank you so much for the heart me. It boosts my page. I appreciate that. So Pepe is very good. Do I have a prediction of what price the coin's going to go to? No, because I'm not going to sell you pipe dreams like all these other influencers who just want you to tap their screen and like it. You can not tap my screen and hate me for it. But the truth is I can't tell you what price Pepe is going to go to, nor can anyone else. But when you look at the meme coin market, you look at the last bull run and the bull run before, which I was here for, and you look at what happened with meme coins, aka Dogecoin and Shiba, we can see that this round there's a multitude of meme coins compared to the last rounds. But that doesn't mean that the different amount of money is going to flood in. It just means it might be spread across more opportunities. So this is where we don't no longer look at one meme coin like we did last cycle, and we look at a small handful of what are the most important ones. And I'll tell you, I've told you before and I'll tell you again, listen up everybody, the most important meme coins are the most important main meme coin on each layer 1 blockchain. So for example, on Solana, it's Bonk. On Ethereum, it was Doge and Shiba, but this year it's Pepe. Are you with me? On Avalanche, it's Kakinu, and so on and so forth. So each blockchain kind of has its most important one, and those are some of the best ones you can hold. Ethereum does have a few that are decent, but that's how it works. You look at Base, what's the best one on Base? It's Brett. And it goes on and on and on. The main most powerful meme coin you find on all these new layer 1 blockchains inevitably are going to share the money of the previous cycle before. And there's a few other ones out there. Solana itself, the ecosystem is on fire. My nose is itching. I'm talking about money. I'm making you all money right now. Fuck. Wow, it's amazing how that happens. Anyway, the Solana ecosystem is on fire right now, and for that reason, there could be a handful just on that ecosystem alone. You look at Pengu, even though Bonk is the biggest meme coin, the biggest, most important meme coin on Solana. You look at Pengu, who has the most real-world utility. You almost can't call it a meme coin. It's really an NFT coin that acts like a meme coin, but it's really a utility coin attached to an NFT project. And then you look at SPX 6900, who's been the highest performer so far this year. Bonk was last year, and you start to realize that it's not about one meme coin anymore. It's about grabbing a handful of the top 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and catching a little bit of all of those because it's being spread through the entire Web3 ecosystem. So no prediction on the price. It's a prediction on what meme coins should I cleverly be stacking in my portfolio, not just for this cycle, but for the future. Because Shiba is still here and Dogecoin is still here. But you know how many other meme coins came out last bull cycle that no longer exist? It's not about the young little 000 coin that just came out. It's not about that. It's going to fail. Almost 9 out of 10 times it's going to fail. Guys, when you ask a question in the chat, just ask it and wait. Be patient. Don't keep writing the same question over and over and over. All you do is make the chat get longer and longer and longer and harder for me to keep up. Would I consider CAC? Absolutely not. How valuable is virtual real estate? It's just as valuable as real estate, because virtual real estate and real estate have the same financial use case. Rental, sale, property increase, etc. And in the future, let's go 30 years into the future, more jobs will be in the metaverse than there is in our physical world because of automation. What are my thoughts on Aether? Aether is a decent cryptocurrency, but again, there's so many other cryptos out there that people should be paying attention to first. What are my thoughts on D's nuts? Actually, I think they're kind of small. Like I didn't even see them. If you didn't say something, I wouldn't have even noticed them. I am not text savvy and I cannot figure out how to contact you. If you want to contact me, you just go to the top of my TikTok page and hit the link. I'll show you. I'll show you. Let me just get my phone. It's plugged in. Okay, so you're going to go to the top of my TikTok page. Let me show you. Tristan's TikTok page. Okay, so that's what my TikTok page looks like right there. So the one that I'm on right now, if you were to exit here and go to the top of my TikTok page, you're going to go here and you're going to see right there, there's a link. You see the little arrows right there pointing towards the link? You're just going to touch that link right there. And when you do, it opens up my Linktree channel. And right there at the top, you can see my Twitter X, my YouTube, my LinkedIn, my Instagram, all right there. And right here, you can see tokenized financial asset management. And right below it, book a free 30-minute consultation. Whoops, that one right there. Book a free 30-minute consultation and it takes you, oh, I hit the join the Discord. I don't need it. Well, you should join the Discord too. But anyway, you go there, you hit that one right there, and it will automatically take you to a calendar to book a date and a time for a free 30-minute consultation. I'll remind you, you need to be in the $25,000 range or higher. I do not build portfolios smaller than that. I need you to have a little bit of money if you expect me to try to 10 times your portfolio. Until that time, follow my channel and build yourself up until you get to that range and then come see me. So for the person who is looking to get a hold of me, that's how you do it. You go to the top of my TikTok page, you hit the link, or you can go to our website at tokenizedfinancial.com. And there's also an area where you can email me or contact me or schedule a meeting. What are my thoughts on Aave and AVAX? AVAX is the best layer one out there, period, or at least in my opinion. And Aave is an amazing DeFi protocol running on Ethereum. Aave, Maker, Compound, all of these are great DeFi protocols. And if you guys want to learn about DeFi, learn how to earn passive income from your current crypto holdings, these are the places you want to poke your nose around. You want to go find out who is Aave, what do they do, what does their website look like? And then when you do that, you'll start realizing, oh, I can actually go here and borrow against my crypto. I can provide liquidity and earn a bit of passive yield. I don't have to do it with my whole portfolio, but I can do it with a little bit and earn some. And you'll start learning diversification in your asset growth. Where do I see Dogecoin in the next 3 years? Dogecoin is uncertain. I do put it in the group of meme coins that should still be paid attention to. Dogecoin and Shiba are both still in that group, even though they're from last 2 cycles. But they're still here. They're still important. They're still huge onboarding tools for the future. For the future of 99% of the public that hasn't come onto crypto, they're still going to go through Dogecoin and Shiba enough that the growth ratio is going to be even bigger than what we've seen previously so far over a long period, more stretched time frame. So for those reasons, it's still important, especially when you got guys like Elon Musk talking about it. It's inevitably a meme coin that you should probably have in your portfolio a little bit of, and just to see, you know what I mean? And there is a gamble group of cryptos that we put in our portfolios that, you know, we see, but the truth behind the we'll see is there might be explosive growth there and there may not. So we don't build all of our bags like that. We build a structured portfolio and we have some of those included into our structured portfolio. So we diversify our opportunity. AVAX is still down over 50% from 4 months ago. What a great time to keep stacking more, isn't it? And one thing I will say about Dogecoin is there is a Dogecoin ETF coming. I mean, how many cryptos are out there, guys, that are great? How many cryptos today have we talked about that are great and they don't have an ETF coming, or at least not yet, but Dogecoin sure does. So to talk about, how important is Dogecoin still? Is it the meme coin that's going to pop off this round like where everyone's waiting on? No, but is it still a very important meme coin in the group? For sure it is. I can't tell you if it's the right time to buy Quant because I can't tell you what to buy. Sorry, guys. Samir, Dean, thank you so much for the heart me's. I can't tell you what to buy. I'm not a financial advisor. If you want me to build your portfolio for you, you can book a meeting with me. But as far as telling you what to buy, I don't know. Buy some education in crypto. Buy my 2-hour training that I sell to train people in crypto. Buy that. That's the only thing I can tell you to buy. Will VeChain hit its all-time high? Eventually, yes, but this bull cycle, no. What's all the hype on XVM? There isn't really any hype on XVM. It's just a bunch of influencers chatting about the new thing. And if you pay attention, you'll notice the influencers that are pumping all the hype on XVM are the same influencers pumped all the hype on Zbeck network. Same influencers pumped all the hype on ICP network. Same, and I can go on and on. So pay attention to patterning, everyone. So it's not all the hype. It's all the hype you're buying into from the same people who sold you the hype before. You probably went and bought a bunch of Zbeck network also and watched your money go down, didn't you? Yes, Dom, with tokenized financial, the $25,000 minimum is just your total. So you could have, 15K in crypto and 10K in cash, or, 10K on one exchange, 5K on another exchange, and 10K in an offline wallet. It doesn't matter as long as your portfolio totals up to $25,000 price range. 23, 24, 26, 27, anything in that range, feel free to book a 30-minute consultation with me and we'll talk about it. Is AVAX dead? Are you crazy? Avalanche is one of the most important layer 1 blockchains on the planet, and it's not even 3 years old. The blockchain itself isn't even like 3-4 years old. So I know you haven't been holding it for that long. And if you have been holding it for 2 years, you've made money on Avalanche already. Despite it being down this year, you made money at the tail of the last bull cycle with it already. So Avalanche is freaking amazing. You need to hold cryptos longer. You're not holding on to lottery tickets, everyone. You're holding on to assets. Assets, not lottery tickets. Tap that screen if you understand what an asset is. Don't tap the screen if you think you're buying lottery tickets. Victor Wealth, stop asking me if it's the right time to buy Quant. I'm pretty sure you're a bot because of the way that you wrote the question, and I've already answered it for you actually twice, and it's still coming up in my chat. What exactly does on-chain mean? It means the same thing as online. What did it mean to you, Jody, when you went online on the internet? Well, it's the same thing. It's just the internet's going to be replaced with a new service called blockchain. So now you're going to be on-chain instead of online. Don't tell people how much XRP you have. Nobody can tell you how much you should have to set you up for life. But what you should know is that stacking it and continue to stack it will offer you a pathway to making more wealth. Caspa is the ultimate layer 1, says Gabe. This is definitely not true. Caspa is not the ultimate layer 1. First of all, it's a proof of work mechanism, and proof of work sucks. That's why everybody changed from proof of work to a different consensus. So although Caspa is fast and secure and good in a lot of ways, it still falls shy when you compare it to a Solana. It still falls shy when you compare it to a TIA. It still falls shy when you compare it to a Polkadot. It still falls shy when you compare it to a Cardano, when you compare it to an XLM, when you compare it to an XRP, when you compare it to an HBAR, when you compare, and I can go on. So it's definitely not the ultimate layer 1, although it is a fairly decent layer 1. What do I think about Blockdag? Blockdag is a scam. AVAX is one of the best cryptos out there, period. It is in the top 10 cryptos you should have in your portfolio. I ever thought about having a whiteboard and demonstrating it? Well, I did. I mean, I did think about getting a whiteboard, and I put it up on the wall over there, but then I filled it with all kinds of really important shit that I don't want to delete, and now it's just stuck there. That's the truth. You like the response on D's nuts? Well, they were kind of small. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Buy a bigger boat or a bigger truck or something. Get a lift kit. I don't know what to fucking tell you. Do I think Pengu is a long-term play? I think Pengu is a pretty decent meme coin. Absolutely. In fact, it's not even really a meme coin. It has quite a bit of real-world utility. I didn't even see Lee spamming the chat. I only see Campfire King saying, deal with it, Lee. Whatever you're up to, Lee, I have no idea. Watch out, Campfire King's trigger happy. Don't mess around. What do I think of XRP? It's one of the most important cryptos in the space, period. What do I think of Plume and Frax? Plume I'm not a fan of. Frax, on the other hand, is a very, very good protocol. However, it's not something that I would build into a client's portfolio. It's still too far out of the secure range. I agree with you, XRP, love and light. Polkadot is amazing technology and terrible marketing. I agree. I totally agree. In fact, Polkadot is so terrible at marketing. In fact, I probably can't say that. It probably crosses some contract I have with them. I can't, because I worked with Polkadot in the past. I was going to tell you just about an example about how terrible they are at their marketing, but I'm afraid that it infringes on the contract I had with them, so I'm not going to say it. But they are definitely terrible at marketing. What do I think about Sol? Sol is also one of the top 10 cryptos in the space. Very, very important to pay attention to. Yes, it does have blackouts, but that's because they use a 4.04 second finality. They substitute a little bit of security to process faster speed, which gives them the ability of having a 0.4 sub-second finality rate in a transaction, whereas something that is already extremely fast, like an Avalanche, is a sub 2 to 3 second or sub 1 second transaction ratio. So Solana is the fastest in the industry at 0.4, but to achieve that speed, it sacrifices greatly its level of security, which is why on Solana there's often blackouts, freezes, something's not working, can't use my wallet, can't send, can't receive, shit like that goes on the Solana network. And it's because their security is skinny due to the fact that they improve their speed or their ability to process transactions fast. And in my opinion, 0.04 seconds is great, but I would rather just have a 1 second, it's not that big of a deal, and have a higher security ratio. Here at the IHodlLife community, the blockchain that we're building is going to operate like that. It is a fork out of the Cosmos and the old Avalanche Tendermint 2 consensus algorithms, creating a 2 to 3 sub-second financial transaction and a sub 1 second sending receiving type transaction. And this is efficient enough for a blockchain. To achieve a 0.4 second is possible, but the sacrifice that you have on security could put users at risk. Nonetheless, Solana is still one of the most important blockchains out there to pay attention to, at least at this time in the game. Keep in mind, guys, there's a whole bunch of purpose-built layer ones coming. Google's coming out with their own layer one. Circle's coming out with their own layer one. MasterCard and Visa are both coming out with their own layer ones. You guys are, the game is going to get changed for the next 5 years. Everybody's going to come out with purpose-built layer ones, and the whole which crypto do I buy is going to be on another fucking level. It's like going into the world of today in stocks and saying, which stock do I buy? Well, there's a billion companies, like a billion. You know, crypto is going to be no different. You're welcome, and you're welcome. Thanks for tuning into my channel. The information is free. Don't forget to tap that screen and show me your love. We're at 80,000 likes almost, and my goal is 100,000 likes every time I do a live. So thank you so much, everyone, for tapping that screen and showing me your love. And if you haven't sent me a heart me yet, please send me a heart me. It boosts my page. There's also a little white arrow at the bottom of the screen that you can hit if you wish to share the live. Why not help somebody else learn some crypto too? $50K in crypto is good to have, but not if that's the only thing you have. You should have a diversified portfolio. Are there advantages to using an XRP smart contract versus an ETH smart contract? Absolutely. There's nobody building on Ethereum, or sorry, there's nobody building on XRP, so you wouldn't be using an XRP smart contract. But because everything is built on Ethereum, Ethereum is built kind of like a playground that we build all the structures on top of. So because of that reason, yes, you would be using smart contracts on top of ETH. You're going to be doing staking, which is a smart contract. You're going to be doing yield and earning. You're going to be entering metaverses like Mana Metaverse or Sandbox or things like that. You're going to be doing virtual experiences, and all this will take place on top of Ethereum. XRP is going to be used for financial transactions. So if there is any kind of a smart contract you'd be operating on the XRPL network, it would likely be more a financial transaction, such as supplying some XRP, earning some passive yield, or something of that nature, which currently isn't available. How do you get into crypto and start earning from home? Well, you get into crypto by investing a little bit here and there. Every time you get a paycheck, put a little into crypto. And over a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-year window, you start building asset wealth. And once you build enough asset wealth, the asset starts making money itself. You just got your IHodlLife sweatshirt and your hat and you love them? Yeah, that's what I like to hear. I should get one out right now just for that. What color did you get? There's too many comments. I won't even see it. I won't even see it. Never mind. I'm getting geared up. We're getting geared up, ladies and gentlemen. Order yours at www.IHodlLife.com. Smart clothes running on the blockchain, ladies and gentlemen. Get yours. Sorry, AVAX. No disrespect. There we go, Gen X Kev. Now you got your hat and you got your sweater, and now I got mine on, and now we're repping the IHodlLife brand together. If you guys want to rep the IHodlLife brand, this is smart clothes running on the Avalanche blockchain. Feel free to hit us up at www.IHodlLife.com. Just the name of our brand, IHodlLife.com, and order yourself some amazing crypto swag and go rep it in your city. What are my thoughts on Algo and Ondo? Both of those are definite winners. Definite winners. Algorand, first of all, is an ISO coin, and Ondo is BlackRock's financial tool for doing all kinds of tokenization other than outside of their Buildo platform that they've built. This is going to be huge for money growth over the next 5 to 10 year window as the world becomes tokenized. I am having an absolute amazing day. Is IO still a good one to hold? IO is a decent cryptocurrency. I don't know if it's a good one to hold because I don't know how big your or what your portfolio looks like, but it's definitely a good cryptocurrency. What is my price prediction this cycle? My price prediction is, oh. That's all. That's all. You just get the entertainment, no answer. What can AVAX do this cycle? It can still be AVAX. That's what it can do. It won't change into something else. It will still be AVAX. AVAX, Link, or Quant, why not all three? All three of those are huge players in the crypto space. If I could only choose one, ooh, it would be a real hard choice between Chainlink and Avalanche. Really hard. I would probably go with Avalanche, even though Chainlink is probably a little more proven. Avalanche is likely a little bit more gamble, but very possible long-term could be the best out of the three. And then Quant is an ISO coin. I mean, it's guaranteed to be good. But again, I would still choose Link or AVAX over it if I had to. And if I really had to, I would honestly choose them in the order you wrote them. AVAX, Link, Quant. But my ultimate answer is get all three and just keep stacking all three so that you have enough money to have all three. Take a picture of 2 of your whiteboard and it will be back up. And take a picture of my whiteboard and then redo it. Yeah, well, I like the info on there. It's good energy. If you knew what was on that board, I could get my channel shut down for what's written on that board. When do I plan to sell my XRP? Well, I plan to convert some of it at the right time in the bull run. And then when I do convert it, I'll convert it back into XRP again into the bear market. So I'm really not selling it. I'm just going to capture its value and then return its value once the market drops. Not one influencer talks about XRPH, XRP healthcare. Well, that's because it's trash and you shouldn't be trying to buy that. Whoever convinced you to go buy XRP healthcare confused you, and you should have just bought XRP and just hodled your XRP. What do I think about Ondo and Tai? Tai, which is TARS AI. I told you guys that was another crypto by the same influencers who overhype a lot of wrong cryptos. TARS AI is like, it's mediocre. It might be okay, depending on how well the Solana Saga phone does, which is the one I'm actually doing the live on right now. We'll see. And I use the TARS AI. I have it on my Solana phone, the one I'm recording on right now. But truthfully, when I compare it to Grok, it's garbage. And when I compare it to ChatGPT, it's garbage. So I don't know. I definitely don't see TARS AI as a good investment. Then again, I don't think I ever did. Will I take a loan against XRP in the future? Probably not take a loan, but I might supply it as liquidity to earn passive yield. Institutions are not meant to use Sol. Sol is meant like Ethereum. It's meant to be a platform for an ecosystem to be built on. It's meant to be the playground that we build everything on top of, so to say. So Sol and Ethereum are similar in that way. When is my own coin going live? Probably in 2026 or 2027. In 2025, the end of this year, we're looking to do our first seed round. We're looking to raise enough to hire our developers, get everything designed and launched, our own layer 1, and at that time we would then launch our own tokens. And we are looking to hopefully launch on an Avalanche testnet to test out all of our new logic and our new consensus. At this current time, we're waiting for patents to pass for some of the new technology that we're launching. And most importantly, we're looking to sit down with investors so that we can raise our first XXX amount of numbers so that we can start building out our blockchain and opening our physical stores for our clothing line and our tokenized financial clients. Think about Edward Jones all over the place, but for crypto, that's what you find right here when I build your portfolio. You received your shirt, Todd, and you love it? Attaboy, Todd. Check out our store, ladies and gentlemen, at IHodlLife.com and order yourself some dope-ass crypto swag to rep in your city. You don't understand where a blockchain is stored. Why do you need to know where a blockchain is stored? When was the last time you asked, where is my email stored? Who's handling the nodes inside my computer and the internet? You don't ask those questions, do you? You just turn your fucking computer on, you surf the web, you turn your phone on, you use your online banking, you connect to Wi-Fi. You don't fucking ask, who's the node connected to through the electrical, what's the, you don't, do you? You don't try to figure out all the details. You just use it for its use case. Blockchain is no different. Figuring out how is the blockchain stored and why does a proof of work use a consensus algorithm that uses a proof of work mechanism with computers fighting against each other for an algorithm, while this guy over here is just based on a gossip that happens between the community, and this guy over here is based on how much money he has on the blockchain. What's the it doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't when it comes to you as an end user of crypto. What matters is, why should I be investing in crypto? And does any of that I mentioned make any of the cryptocurrencies that I'm investing in more important for me to be investing in or not? Trying to figure out how it all works is going to boggle your mind. Go figure out how the fucking internet works. None of us right here can explain to you how the internet all works and fundamentally works together. None of us can. Yet we all use it every day. No fucking problem, right? We even bank on it. No fucking problem. But as soon as it comes to something new like crypto, oh, red flag, oh, but what about this and what about that? I don't know. What if fucking lightning falls from the sky and like knocks the brain out of your head? I don't know. What are we going to do? Ondo is a very good one. The NASDAQ is tokenizing. And truthfully, the NASDAQ just gave $50 million to Gemini because the NASDAQ is going all in on crypto. We will see the tokenization of the entire stock market over the next 7-year window. For sure, for sure. There's $100 trillion coming to crypto, whether you like it or not. And it's not going to be one blockchain that's just going to have 100 trillion on it. It's going to be spread across all the layer ones, which is why I keep telling you to stack your layer ones. Which is why the future is going to be all purpose-built layer ones. Anyway, I mean, I'm crazy. Don't listen to me. Who the fuck knows what I'm talking about? The whole crypto market's red. I'm probably a lunatic. Anyway. Good day, my friend. It was nice meeting you downtown Ottawa last week. Gen X, was that you that I met downtown Ottawa? You made me feel like a celebrity. I was walking down the street with the lady, and this guy just walks out to me. He's like, hey, I know you from the crypto channel. And I was like, oh, good. You're not here to rob me on the street and stab me. Great. That's nice. Nice to meet you. Have a great day. I hope you're doing fucking amazing. And I love meeting people right here in my own hometown, Ottawa, my own country here, Canada. But I must admit, our community is worldwide, and I love touring across the border to the US, and I definitely look forward to getting over to the UK to meeting some of our awesome UK followers as well. We now have a worldwide community with followers at all corners of the earth, if the earth was square at corners, all edges, all 4 rounded edges of the... Anyway, from people from everywhere. And I love meeting everybody. So if you recognize me on the street and you know who I am, I don't know who you guys are all as followers. So please do, like he did, come up and say hello to me and give me some props. And it's always a pleasure to meet you guys. What up, Jay Mills? Thank you for that love. It was Ace, I think it was, that I met. Ace. Big shout out to you, Ace. Meeting you downtown Ottawa was dope. Why doesn't Bitcoin have a staking program? Because Bitcoin is the asset, or sorry, BTC. BTC is the asset. It doesn't have a staking protocol. You go to somebody else like Aave, built on Ethereum, to stake your Bitcoin. You're concerned about the security of the blockchain. This is some of the stupidest thing that people will say. Todd, what's wrong with you? You're literally, I'm concerned with the security of the blockchain because of the advancement of artificial intelligence, but you're not worried. Like, think about it. Think about it for a second, okay? Let me draw you a fucking picture. Let me draw you a picture just to put stupidity into visual, okay? Here's what your Bitcoin account looks like, okay? Or your crypto account. It's all 0 1s, okay? And I could fill the whole fucking page. There's what your Bitcoin encryption account looks like, okay, that you're questioning. Yet today you have a bank account with money in it, and here's what your bank account security looks like. Okay, so there's your bank account security, cryptically speaking, and here is your cryptocurrency security. Just to put it into perspective for all of you out there, oh, I'm worried about AI, and I'm worried about blockchain, and I'm worried about crypto, yet you use online fucking banking, you go to work, you get your paycheck, you give it to your bank because you're too fucking stupid to know that you're giving up custody of your money to the fucking bank while they're smart enough to go invest it, and you're not investing your money because you think you need to give it to them to let them invest it because they were smart enough to sell you the idea of safety. Oh, I put my money there and they keep it safe for me, and they're going to give me a few pennies while behind the scenes they're loaning your money to me for a bigger amount of money than you've ever even given them. And the numbers are just numbers on a ledger. It's not even real cash. So when we really take a look at it, all of you out there being like, oh, I'm not getting into crypto. You guys are really dumb. Like, just straight up, you're dumb. Because you're the same people who go to a bank, you're the same people who go to an intermediary, you give them your money so that they can go and invest it into an asset, and you're happy walking away with a little piece of paper that says you own something, but you don't own shit because you don't have self-custody of the asset. Some broker owns the asset. You just have rights to it. Allegedly, even though the law is 9/10, ownership is 9/10 of the law. But allegedly, you think you own it. But you're concerned about the security of blockchain. If you're concerned about security, you should be moving everything you own to blockchain because it's the most secure asset class on the planet. Artificial intelligence and quantum computing enhance elliptic curved cryptography, not jeopardize it. Enhance it. It'll jeopardize your current banking system, your database system, your internet system, but it enhances elliptic curved cryptography. You must do research to be able to speak of things like that. It's not okay to just, I don't understand quantum computing, and I don't understand AI, and I don't understand crypto, and then formulate the opinion, oh my God, crypto's not safe because of AI and quantum computing, and you don't understand fuck all about any of the three. This is one of the problems with mankind, men specifically, is generating opinions from stupidity instead of actual knowledge or actual research. And it comes down to fucking laziness. You can go on the line and you can research about AI. You can research about quantum computing. You can research about moving the technological computation from tubes and resistors onto actual atoms themselves, and then start understanding the quantum spinning of light vectors and how it applies to a quantum physics and how it actually applies to the singularity and the duality of our own existence. And then you can start thinking like, wow, it actually enhances cryptocurrency. It doesn't jeopardize it at all. Only some dummy who's not willing to do any research and understand anything about it would then think that it jeopardizes it because he has no knowledge to base that opinion on, yet the opinion gets based. I don't understand. Why don't you just say, I don't know. I don't know. Quantum computing, AI, is it going to affect blockchain? Fuck, I don't know. I didn't do the research. I didn't put the work in. I'm too fucking lazy. I don't know. But instead, you come out with an opinion that's completely ludicrous. And not only that, you write it in a chat as if you're going to convince other people, stay away from blockchain, everyone, because quantum computing is going to destroy it. It's going to eat your wallet. This is the quantum computer, and this is your wallet. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. It's okay, everyone. It's okay. I love myself. That was such an enjoyable rant. Why do I feel so great after that? Yes, the clothes are definitely comfortable. Thanks, John Taylor. Don't forget to hit up our store, everyone, and order yourself some swag for the Christmas season. Get your orders in early. No, I can't send you the red t-shirt. The swag bags will come with a black hat and a black t-shirt. Your swag bag will be mailed to you separate from me. Your hat and your t-shirt, you'll be able to claim them from the store. So anyone who has not opened up a ticket in the Discord yet, who has a swag bag, please do, so that I can give you a code to go to the store and claim your hat and your t-shirt. As far as the swag bags and the gold cards, those will be shipped out to you. Canadian ones are already being shipped out. US guys, you got to wait. I'm still waiting on more US tags. You had a garage sale just to buy more XRP. I love it. I love it. Bear market should hit probably mid to late 2026, but that could be pushed later depending on what happens this season. Do I like VeChain? It's reasonable, yeah. Do I like new projects like Reactive and Hyperlane and Leva? Nope, nope, and nope. Hyperliquid is a good new one. How do you earn passive income on your XRP? Right now, you don't. You just hold it and let it grow in price. And in the future, you'll be able to earn passive income on it because it'll operate like a financial tool. What are my thoughts on Sei? I think Sei is a great new layer 1 blockchain, just like IO's, great new layer 1 blockchain. Sui, great new layer 1 blockchain. Flare, great new layer 1 blockchain. High volatility with the fact that they're all great new layer 1 blockchains. Do you understand? They're all competing. They're all battling, even though you'll hear me say sometimes that not all blockchains are competing for each other. They're all going to work, but they're all competing to be part of those purpose-built blockchains that are all going to interconnect and be the whole of the new crypto space or the whole of our new internet space. You did get your rant of the day. That was my rant of the day. XCN and LCX are both amazing. LCX is a ISO coin, Maddies. It's ISO approved for the new messaging system. And XCN is owned by JP Morgan, and we've already seen some great growth from them, and we haven't even seen tokenization happen yet. JP Morgan right now is moving over $1 billion a day through their JPM stablecoin, guys. This is no joke business. Come to Australia? I will. If I come to Australia, I hope to roll down the streets of Australia and a whole bunch of people are like, hey, mate, I know you from that crypto channel. Come on over, we'll put some shrimp on the barbie. You know you are making sense. You know you're making sense when you're making dollars. That's right. If you make sense, you'll also make dollars. Who do you recommend in Canada for setting up a trust? I don't know. I don't have that answer for you. This is something that we talk about with our tokenized financial clients, but I don't have a definitive answer for you on that. Thank you, Gravedigger, for your subscription. This is the best cryptocurrency channel on the planet. Don't expect me to speak properly, but, you know, as far as the crypto info, it's pretty good. Have I heard of Scop on Stellar's new wallet? Have not, no. I've heard of a bunch of new Stellar wallets since Stellar came out. There's been like 3 or 4 different wallets that were supposed to be Stellar wallets. So I would caution you on which one's going to be the Stellar wallet or not. I think these are just wallets that are trying to be the Stellar wallet, not the Stellar wallet. Where's the best place to put your XRP? In an offline wallet. Savings is a bad thing? Well, yeah, it is, because what you think is saving, putting your money in the bank, is actually the bank taking your money and then investing it. And then they make money on that investment because you're too foolish to invest it yourself, because stationary money doesn't make you money. In fact, it loses value every year. Plus, you pay a cost for them to keep it secure for you. So it's not making you money. You should invest that money and let it grow. Having it sit there is useless. So yes, saving is bad. Everyone out there who thinks saving is a good idea, you've been taught wrong. You've been taught money and finances wrong. It's not smart to save. It's smart to invest. It's not smart to save at all. When you save fiat money, you're not saving anything. You should be investing your fiat money and saving your assets. The thing that you save is your assets, not fiat money. Smart people buy cryptocurrency and it goes up and they keep the asset. They're not buying crypto waiting for it to go here so they can cash it out to fiat money. That's the poor mindset. They don't understand asset is the value, not the fiat money. The asset gives me the fiat money whenever I choose to need it. Watch the movie Imitation Game if you want to learn how elusive security is. Never seen it. I don't really watch TV, so. Can I call you from Puerto Rico for a half-hour consultation? Of course you can. We're a worldwide community. The link is in the top of my TikTok page. You can book a free 30-minute video call with me. It's done through Zoom. Is it Zoom or Google Meet? I think it's through Google Meets. So anyone in the world, what happens is when you book the meeting, it'll send you an email with a link in it. You don't have to have any special hardware other than a smartphone. And at the time of the meeting, which will be in your email, you just touch the link and it allows you into a video call with me for that 30 minutes. Would it be appropriate to keep my money on Coinbase? Well, this is no different than keeping your money in a bank. Technically, Coinbase is the custodian of it. You don't own your crypto, Coinbase owns it. So if you want to keep a little bit on there for staking purposes or benefit purposes, then yes. Other than that, no, you should not be leaving your money on the exchange the same way you shouldn't be leaving your money in a bank. And you should be taking self-custody of it by holding it in an asset. Same story. And you take that asset and you put it in an offline self-custody wallet, so it's in your pocket. The Dunning-Kruger effect. Well, Todd, if you feel offended, I apologize. You know, I offend people all the time because of my blunt nature and the truth that I tell. But, you know, everything I told you is 100% true. So if you choose to internalize it and personalize it to an insult to you personally, you probably have some self-work to do before you worry about your portfolio. Decaf, decaf. The rant of the day goes to quantum computing. You know what, Todd? If I offended you, I do apologize because I don't mean to offend anyone, but I hope I offended you enough to wake you up. I hope it made sense to you and you're like, actually, he's right. I made a total opinion about whether it's safe for my crypto or not, and I don't really know shit about any of it. So how could I even make that opinion? I hope that that little poke in the thigh is enough so that next time you make better decisions moving forward. If that insults you, then, I mean, this is us growing. I needed to be insulted sometimes in my life too so that I could learn and I could grow. There's all kinds of times where people said something, did something, and I was like, oh, well, I feel a bit sheepish now, but I guess that makes sense, and I hope to use that knowledge as a learning tool for growth. So I hope that you grow from that and you recognize, man, I could have totally ruined my decision-making process in crypto by thinking something that's not even real. I could have avoided the greatest financial opportunity to man right now, which is investing in crypto, all because I worried about something that I didn't even know anything about. And now because I corrected you and offended you, you're not going to worry about it, you're not going to miss out, and you might just financially change your life because of it. Imagine that. Imagine if all trials and tribulations that we encounter in life are actually secret gifts of wisdom. We just choose to perceive them differently. Imagine that. Imagine if it was the pressure that made the diamond. Imagine if it was our mistakes that were our best teachers. Imagine if it was every time that we get pissed off that we learn the most. You love that I'm ripping into these questions. I'm not trying to rip into anyone. I'm just answering the shit with truth. I'm not here to offend anyone. I'm not here to piss anyone off. I'm not here to poke at someone for other people's entertainment. Fuck all of that shit. I'm just here to lay down the truth. And sometimes the truth rubs us the wrong way. Do you know why? Because we believe incorrectly. We don't see the truth. And when we do see the truth, it fucks us up a little bit. Lots of negative talk about cold storage. That's because the new scam out there right now is to tell you guys that your cold storage wallet isn't safe and you need to secure your crypto. And then they're going to send you to some place where you need to connect to secure your crypto, and that's the scam. Get you to connect to something where they can then empty your wallets. Don't go to an offline wallet because we can't get your crypto there. Use a different wallet and come connect to this thing we're going to tell you to secure your crypto. How many of you out there have heard the secure your crypto? It's the same thing as wallets are not safe. They're just creating FOMO in your brain to make you make a mistake. There's no such thing. Oh, Polkadot capping their supply at 2.1 billion? I have no idea. Not even something that I would pay attention to or not. This doesn't really affect the long-term future value of Polkadot. Its adoption rate will. No, nobody can send fake crypto to your wallet and then take yours. They can send you fake crypto. You can then do an interaction with it, which means a little thing's going to pop up that's going to say, do you approve this transaction? And you have to approve the transaction for them to get into your wallet. So they'll send you something free, and then you'll get assigned to like, oh, go connect this to connect your airdrop or collect your airdrop. And then you go there, you hit OK on the transaction. As soon as you hit OK, you're OKing them to empty your wallet. So the key is stop running around looking for free shit. Stop worrying about whatever arrived that I didn't deserve or ask for or pay for, and suddenly I'm hoping it's going to make me money. Ignore it, delete it, get rid of it. Who fucking cares if it's $100 in crypto? Who fucking cares? It's free, it's bullshit, it's probably a scam. Go invest your grand, your 10 grand, your 100 grand, and who gives a shit about the 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100 you might get airdropped of shit cryptocurrency that you don't even know why it's there or what it's there for. So why are you even in your wallet looking around like, oh, and interacting with it? Just ignore it and carry on. I didn't buy it, it can stay there. Do you know how many random cryptocurrencies are all over my wallets because people randomly drop me shit because of who I am in the crypto space? I just don't pay attention to any of it. Think about everything you get dropped to your wallet times a million, and that's what comes to my wallet all the time. And I just ignore all of it. And if I were to siphon through all of it, there's probably a couple $100 of value in there somewhere, but it's free, it's garbage, it's trash, it's not even worth my time. My time is more important. So don't be running around looking for fake crypto, shit that could, just ignore it. It's never going to stop. I can email you shit all I want to. Just like I can send crypto to your wallet, I can send you as many spam emails as I want. It's no different. You don't have to interact with them. You could just delete. But no, nobody can enter your wallet and take your crypto without you approving the transaction. What do I think of Kraken trading app? Well, you shouldn't be using it as a trading app. You should be using it as a, see, they cleverly use it as the word trading. You should be using it as a buy your crypto and then get it off their exchange app into your own self-custody. RW Moss, I can't tell you what to do with your cryptocurrency. If you wish to book a free 30-minute consultation with me to have me design your portfolio and give you information about how you should approach cryptocurrency and your portfolio values, you can do that. You must be in the 25K range or higher, but you definitely, I can't tell you what you should do with your 401. What are my thoughts on emerging coins like LBRET? That is definitely not an emerging coin. Metallicus is not as good as you've been told. My Australian sounded more English. XLR is a decent crypto, yeah. The most user-friendly cold wallet, thank you Crypto Engine, the most user-friendly wallet in my opinion is this guy right here, the SecuX V20. It is the wallet I personally use, and I don't get paid to say you that. I don't get paid to say that to you. It's just personally the best wallet out there. It's called the SecuX V20, and you can purchase it if you wish. There is a link in the top of my TikTok page that will take you directly to the manufacturer. Tangem is a decent wallet, yes. Not one of my favorites, but it is a decent wallet. As long as you're using an offline wallet, you're ahead of everybody else already. Is it better to move your crypto to one wallet than to move it to a second wallet for extra security? Depends on your dollar value. I mean, if you're in the 100K range or more into crypto, it's good to use more than one wallet. If you're under the 100K range, one offline wallet is sufficient. You can't hold all your cryptos offline yet anyway. Arbitrum, Optimism, any layer 2. If you're going to do anything with a layer 2, I would do it with Base. ICP, you don't use a network to send ICP. ICP is its own network. So if you can't send it to the wallet, it's because the wallet likely doesn't support it. There is no need for that Douglas Dungy. I missed it. I didn't get to see what Douglas Dungy did. But whatever it was, there's no need for that, Douglas. You're welcome. You're welcome, Willie. I'm here to share my crypto expertise every Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So feel free to come out and take all the crypto knowledge you want. I didn't say anything offensive. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I cross the line because I'm a very abrasive person. I mean, meet me in real life. I'll fucking tell you straight how it is. I don't fucking care. I'm not here to make your feelings feel nice. Take your fucking skirt off. I'm tired of men being such fucking bitches. Oh, he said something and he hurt my feelings. Get your fucking skirt off, dude. Grab your balls, grab both of them with one fucking hand, and just pull them down. Just fucking pull them down. There, you see this on your face? Do you see it? Thank you. Fuck. I'm so tired of men being such bitches lately. When I was growing up, we could say bad shit to each other and it was normal. It was okay. It was almost like taunting the other guy to be manly in some ways. Nowadays, you say something that offends someone and they're like crying in the corner. You hurt my feelings. It's, oh my fucking God, bro. Like, I'll tell you something, guys. Let me tell you something. You need, in life, you need people to smack you up a little bit, hypothetically, and get you back on track. I needed people in my life to hypothetically smack me up a little bit and put me on track. All of us do. Stop being such a pussy when it happens to you in life. Stop being so ego-driven that just because you learn something and maybe you feel a bit sheepish for a moment, which is fine. It's okay to fucking make mistakes, everyone. It's okay to be like, oh yeah, and learn. It's okay. But for those of you whose manhood is so fucking hurt when that happens, I'm telling you, there's no manhood in you when you act this way. None. It's good to grow. It's good to do those things. It's good to be like, oh shit, didn't know that. You know what I do when I don't know something? I say, I don't fucking know. I have no idea. Someone want to teach me? And when someone teaches me, I'm like, damn. And I try to take the knowledge and utilize it and keep it and score it. I don't know, blah, 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 because he knew something I didn't. It has nothing to do with your fucking ego. Nothing. It's nothing to do with your ego, guys. Stop being such pussies. I'm not here for anyone's ego. I'm here to give you the goods about crypto because it can financially change your life. And at the same time, I apologize for hurting your feelings. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but I mean, there's a line. There's a line where I have no more sympathy. Is Zaman a good wallet? It's okay. I mean, I would prefer that you use an offline wallet for your XRP. You don't need to be using an online self-custody wallet, other than the fact that you don't want to go buy an offline wallet for $100 or $200. In that case, then yes, a Zaman online wallet to hold your XRP is better than leaving it on an exchange like a Coinbase or a Crypto.com or a Kraken or Uphold or whatever. So yes, you would still get self-custody by using Zaman wallet because it gives you a 24-word seed phrase. But online wallets are a little bit more susceptible to hacks than they are an offline wallet. Because with an online wallet, you might interact with things. It's online. An offline wallet, usually you're not going to connect and not interact with anything. You just use it as a storage space. So keep that in mind when you're diversifying your portfolio around. You have requested a half-hour consultation. That's great. If you did, then you'll be able to go to the top of my TikTok page. You'll be able to click the link. You'll be able to book a date and a time, and it will show up in your email. Feel free to touch that link at the time that you've selected, and I will see you in that half-hour meeting. Do I speak Spanish? No, I do not. I wish I did, though, because I want to launch the brand in Latin America. As you guys probably know, they're already using Bitcoin there as legal tender. For that reason, I want to launch the IHodlLife clothing brand there, open up some physical stores there. But I don't speak Spanish, so I'm going to need some type of an ambassador or something who does. Me Clark 101 says, you insulted me during a live too not long ago, but I evaluated, I changed, and I learned a lot from it. God damn it, that is like the best comment all day. That is the best comment all month. That is the best comment all year. I just finished blabbing my mouth about stop being such pussies, everyone. Be a fucking man. And me, Clark 101, shows up and just smacks us all across the table and shows us that he's the biggest man in the fucking room because he's willing to admit in front of anyone that, yeah, he insulted me, but actually I thought about it and I realized I was kind of not really thinking about things right. And now that I thought about it right, man, I've actually grown and I've learned. And to be able to say that, not just to do it, experience it and be like, oh shit, but to actually say it after, that's fucking manhood, man. That's growth. That's growing. Shout out to me, Clark 101. Shout out to you, man. You are the man of the fucking house today. It's not that you grew from it. It's that you were willing to speak about it after and not feel shame. That's where you overcame the ego. That's where my offensive, you passed the ego threshold. You went past the emotion and you put it into logic and then it made sense. Shout out to you, my friend. The truth does set you free, but it also offends people along the way and rubs them the wrong way because going against the grain of your own thinking hurts. It hurts to change yourself for the better. It does. It's unnatural. You know, the diamond is made by the pressure. You know, it's the hurt, the mechanical stress, the pressure that we experience in life that actually grows us. You know, I've said time and time again that it is not the gentle touch of the sun that gives a flower its strength. It's the adversity that it fights against the pressuring wind. It's the pressure and the fighting of the wind that gives it its strength. So it's the adversity and the pressure that we oppose sometimes in life, like me ranting on you a little bit, sometimes when we actually gain the biggest, you know, values of strength in our life. What are my thoughts on wormhole? I think wormhole is a lot more important than I thought it was. I spoke about wormhole a while back and I shouted it out in our insiders. But if we really do start going with purpose-built blockchains that are all going to start interconnecting, wormhole is leading the path right now for connecting everybody as one unit. They are doing an amazing job. In fact, wormhole is so good that we're almost at the point where we can run Ethereum on top of Solana, which means do everything on Ethereum, but you pay in a Solana gas fee and you get Solana speed transaction, but Ethereum security. Wormhole's fucking awesome. However, they're also highly volatile. Maybe that won't be needed and a new technology will come out that significantly works in the market better. They're pioneers in their area. They're amazing in their area, but they're in a volatile area. Wormhole may be extremely good and it may be extremely volatile. So it sits in a definitely something new to keep your eyes on, but don't be throwing all your bags at it because it might not be ready. But it could also be a crypto that you wish you did throw bigger bags at. So it sits in that very high volatile nature right now, especially since it's not even 24 months old. Ias man or Laz man, I'm not sure what it is. There's always massive truth going down in this channel. If you love my content, feel free to tap that screen and show me your love. And if you're following my channel right now and you haven't sent me a heart me yet, feel free to send me a heart me. It helps boost my page. You're very welcome, everyone. You're absolutely welcome. It is my pleasure to come here every Sunday for a couple hours and share my crypto knowledge with you. It is my ultimate goal for you guys to do well in the crypto space. Gravedigger, Oski, thank you for that love. The crypto space, I know personally from my own life, it's life-changing. And I know personally from seeing the IHodlLife community that it's even more life-changing than I could have ever imagined. So I know for a fact that people can change their life from cryptocurrency. And I don't mean it's a lottery ticket where you just buy it and everyone's going to win. But I do mean that if you pay attention to it and you stick with it and you make it part of your life, you will realize how wealth is coming into your life at great degrees that it never did before. And I think the whole IHodlLife community will stand behind me on that statement. And that is where I get my fuel to keep going. That's my legacy, is an entire community of people that are changing their life. Greggy says, don't make fun of my skirt. I sewed it with my own two hands. You know, Greggy, if there was any of the men out here that I would expect to still be a complete man and still running around wearing a knitted skirt, it definitely would be you, my friend. I could so see you up on that mountain in Hawaii, running around in a knitted skirt, being more manly than half the fucking men in the cities all across the United States and Canada. Mental pictures, moving forward. Arculus is not a wallet that I like very much, but if it's working for you, that's fine. It's better than no wallet. Board Bob is asking if he got blocked. I don't think so. Board Bob never got blocked for anything. Yeah, I do want to open up a store in Brazil and also in Colombia and Venezuela. Venezuela is not really safe right now with what's going on, but definitely in Colombia and definitely in Brazil right now, because crypto there is like everyday normal. This clothing line will sell crazy in Latin America. Yeah, and true, Willie. And the person came back to my live after so long from that time of that happening. Absolutely. Free Spanish consultations. That's great. Sometimes, Dom, you have to lose your man card to get your man card. You know, there's a lot of times where people out there says you have to go here to get there. So sometimes we got to lose our man card to learn how to actually have a proper man card. I know I had to. I know I had to get my face kicked into the dirt, for lack of a better way to describe it, emotionally and egotistically many times for me to finally evolve and grow past that nature, where someone can say whatever the fuck they want and it's not really going to offend me because it's just their opinion, and their opinion doesn't really relevant. I mean, truthfully, if you're not paying my bills, I don't really give a fuck what your opinion is. If you keep that mentality, you'll probably get less invoked about other people's opinions and activities. The best storage wallet, in my personal opinion, is this guy right here. It's called the SecuX V20 Victory 20. And there is a link in the top of my TikTok page. You'll see one that says Smart Wallets if you want to go to their website, or just search SecuX on your computer. Lefty, you've been in the game since 2016. Atta boy, me too. I started really heavy into the game in 2016, and I never left it, and it's been life-changing. You were new and you only jumped in because of that comment? I gain most of my new followers when I'm ranting. I don't know why you guys love me at my worst. Bunch of jerks. What are my thoughts on Arkham? I watch out for Batman. I don't know. Oh, Tango Master says he's available for his Spanish translation, but he's expensive. I wouldn't expect anything else for your time except extremely expensive, Tango. Shout out to you, my friend. Can't wait to roll through Chicago again sometime and see you. Lasman, you have a meeting with me on Friday. Atta boy, my friend. I'll see you then. You'll get a link in your email. Make sure you're there at the correct time. I'll see you then. What is Tokenized Financial? Thanks for your question, Taro. Tokenized Financial is an asset management firm. So think about Edward Jones for cryptocurrency. You can come to us at Tokenized Financial and say, I have money and I want to invest in crypto. And we will show you how to build a crypto portfolio. However, unlike other asset management firms, we don't take your money. We're just going to educate you about how to use an exchange, how to buy the cryptos, how to own the cryptos, how to have a self-custody wallet, and do all of it yourself. So unlike an asset management firm that says, hey, give me your 100,000, give me your $1 million, we'll go invest it, and then we'll give you some returns based on our investment, we flip the entire script on all of that. We don't need to take any of your money. In fact, the whole idea of you giving up custody to somebody else so they can make money on your money because you're too stupid to do it yourself, this is over. We're killing that today. We're killing it already. And we're going to educate you how to build and run and operate your own portfolio, and you'll have direct access to us at all times for questions, needs, things that you need to know or don't know, extra training for this or that you don't understand yet. So you've got that service tool at all the time to help you operate, but you yourself do the full operating. But what the service itself really is it's the cryptocurrency version of an Edward Jones. You come to us as a client, you must have a $25,000 minimum or bigger, and then we will show you how to build your own crypto portfolio, show you how to manage it, show you when to sell it in the bull run, show you how to cash it out. We charge a one-time fee to build your portfolio and your exit strategy, and we charge a 2% annual management fee if you want to have continued contact with us, continual questions, continue ongoing signals, etc. One-time setup fee, 2% annual management fee. So what is it? Again, it's the Edward Jones for crypto. The website, if you want to check it out, is www.tokenizedfinancial.com. I am the owner and the CEO. So feel free to go check out our website, or feel free to just book a free 30-minute consultation with me. If you're in the 25K range or higher and you're curious about it, just book a free 30-minute consultation with me. We can chat about it, and we can decide if there is synergies for me to design your portfolio for you or not. After the rate cuts, crypto will drop before parabolic moves. Every time we have a parabolic season, like every time before we hit that kind of big, awesome green candle that we all wish to wait for, there's always a really hard drop first. It goes red, 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 and then green, and then red, red, and then green, and then red, red, to the point where even guys like me are like, what the fuck? It's not ever going to happen. What the hell? It pushes all of us to the limit of our patience. And then when you least expect it, boom. It caught me off guard last bull run. And I knew what to wait for. I was in the previous bull run. I knew what to wait for, and it's still like, last minute. Welcome to the crypto, man. It's going to happen no different this round. Could be tomorrow. Could be 6 months from now. This is why we continue to stack, continue to stack, continue to stack, and we stop looking for certain dates. We look at what we're doing. When the date gets here, it'll get here. If the price ever goes down for any reason at all, it's just an opportunity to DCA. It's an opportunity to grab more of the same crypto you have at a cheaper price. NanoX and Tangem, those are both decent offline wallets. Personally, not the ones I like. I like the SecuX V20 just for my own personal use case. But if you're using a Tangem or you're using a NanoX, that's great. At least you understand offline. You've got the bulk of your cryptocurrency in those, and the few cryptos you can't put in those, you're still holding them on an exchange. So this is the right way to deal in crypto at this time. Philly Cheese, you speak Spanish and English. Right on. Comes with age, experience, and wisdom. But interesting, they're not all connected. Wisdom does not always come with age, but it does always come with experience. You see, a wise man is not always an old man, and an old man is not always a wise man. Age is not what you think it is. Tokenized Financial is the best. I am a client and very happy. Thank you, Crypto Watcher. Thank you for those positive words. A lot of people kind of sit on the sidelines and they wonder, ooh, is it safe? Should I let somebody help me with my crypto or design a portfolio? Well, first of all, if you're dealing with anyone who you don't know, they're not a public figure like me and they're helping you with your crypto, no, you're probably getting scammed. But if you're dealing with a legitimate service like us here at Tokenized Financial, then yes, absolutely. You can see from our clients below some of the positive words that come from having our service. I don't think anyone blocked Board Bob too, not that anyone's aware of. Maybe he's just having glitch problems or something. Gracias a todos. ¿Cómo está? Me llamo Tristano. Dos cerveza, por favor. That's all the shit every Canadian knows when he goes on vacation. That's it. I don't know about the Board Bob thing. I'm not sure what you guys are chatting about. Does Board Bob's obviously saying he got blocked? I don't know anything about that. I didn't block him. I don't see his name in the block site either. Maybe he's just glitching. Is ISO going to change everything in the crypto cycle? It's not going to change anything, but you're going to start noticing, which I've been calling out for quite a time now, that ISO coins move slightly on their own, which means they kind of have their own cycle outside of the traditional cycle. They still move with crypto to a degree, but they will move up and move down while the rest of the market doesn't do anything. So they move separately outside of the traditional cycle. They move with it, but they also have their own moves that they do on their own. ISO coins are, some of the best cryptos that you guys can be stacking long term. Now you need a taco. I could go for a taco, some sunshine, and a beach. You've done your research and you consider me vetted. Kaboom! Yeah, lots of people out there have been scammed in the crypto space, especially to those direct messages that you get in your emails. After you guys watch my live, you'll get all these messages from IHodlLife that are messaging you. How'd you like my live? How's your crypto trading going? Let me help you. And none of it is me. They're all imposters, impersonators, scammers. I don't have time to message you guys. I'm not messaging you, nor is any other influencer. They're all scammers. That's why I say if you're communicating with someone about your portfolio, and you don't know who they are, you're not having a video chat with them, you don't understand like who they actually are, then you shouldn't be talking to them about your finances. Cali has the best tacos. You know, I do need to get down to Cali. I've been dying to drive my motorcycle down that coast for sure. And we have a lot of community members. Supreet, thank you for that love. Great to see you here. And we have a lot of community members in the California region. So I keep saying I'm going to get to go down. I did a tour last year in the US and I was kind of on the eastern coast. So I guess I'm due now to hit the western coast. So maybe next year I'll do a tour down the west coast of the US. Attaboy, Philly cheese. Keep stacking up your cryptos. Once you get up into that $22,000, $23,000, $24,000 range, you can then book a meeting with me and we can talk about designing your portfolio for you. Attaboy, cockadoodoo. If I do take my motorcycle, I'll probably take my adventure bike just because it's more comfortable for long riding. And I do plan on doing a little over the curb and off-road stuff along the way. So I'll probably take my adventure bike as opposed to a street bike for the long trip. But definitely I'll meet with you and ride with you. In fact, I'll let you guys know where I am along the whole ride and anyone can join in for a stretch of road that they wish. Maryam Gafar, hey, how are you? And welcome. Thanks for joining in to today's live. If you guys got crypto questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. This is an Ask Me Anything session. We still have about another hour or so of time left. My battery's looking good. So feel free to drop any crypto questions that you have or anything about the industry in general. Put it in the chat and we can chat about it today. Have I used Fold Card? No, I haven't. I don't know what Fold Card is. Never heard of it. You got scammed by a Telegram group. You should definitely not be in any Telegram groups for crypto. All of them are scams. And no, there's no way to recover your lost funds. The only thing that you can do is be careful you don't get re-scammed. See what happens when scammers scam you? They'll recognize that you're scammable, and then they'll send your email, your credentials to their whole group of scam friends, and they'll all try to target you in every way that they can. They'll email you, they'll text you, they'll find out you use Coinbase and send you an email about pretending to be Coinbase. They'll find out you use tokenized financial, and then they'll send you an email pretend to be token, so on and so forth. They'll target scam you. So one of the worst things that you can do if you've been scammed is not take precautions to not get re-scammed again because you know they're going to target you because they think you're an easy target now. If they can get 2-3 grand out of you, they think they can get 3 or 4 more. And they're usually right. It's amazing to me how many people have been scammed and then they got scammed again. I'm like, how did you fall for it the second time? But it was different. But still, why are you listening to anyone what to do with your money? I don't get it. M needs to buy a bike. Probably like an R1 or a Ninja 1000. Arrgh. I could see M on that. Braids flying in the hair. Was that M that just went by? I don't know. What? There's a crypto airdrop over there? Jason Robertson, be very careful what you say. You said Pulse Chain and its ecosystem, you believe it's a great opportunity. It's not. It's a bunch of trash. The whole ecosystem is a bunch of trash, and be very, very careful of the Hexagon community. The Fold Card gives you Bitcoin Satoshis in return. I like it already. Would you trust a Ledger Flex cold wallet? You mean the new Ledger Stacks, not the Ledger Flex, the new Ledger Stacks wallet? Yes, I would trust it, but, you know, trust is not the matter or the question with a cold wallet. It's which cold wallet are you comfortable using? Which cold wallet do you feel safe to move your cryptos from an exchange to the cold wallet comfortably, convert them, swap them, move them back to an exchange? Which wallet is your tool that works for you best. Because I know that one mechanic likes this brand and one mechanic likes that brand of different tools. And the reason is just preference. And that's no different when it comes to what exchange you use or what card you use or what cold wallet you use. It's really a matter of which one you like best. I like this one the best, so it's the one I tell everyone to get. No other reason other than I think it's the best. But that doesn't mean it's the best. That's just my opinion. Pulse chain is trash. M's going to get a Harley, she says. A big bagger. A big bagger. She won't even be able to touch the ground. The seat is so wide, she won't even be able to touch the ground. More like a sport bike. You're welcome, Jason. You're absolutely welcome. There's a lot of false information out there in the crypto space, so you need to be careful. Oh, the Flex is the little brother to the Stacks, probably because they came out with a $700 wallet that has no data storage on it, so you got to keep buying more of them to stack on top of each other, so you end up with like a $4,000 fucking crypto wallet, which is ludicrous. So they came out with the Flex to flex the price down because they're insane for how much money they're asking for their device. Why is crypto down today? I don't know. You didn't buy any crypto yesterday, did you? That's why it's down. It's because you didn't buy any yesterday. That's the only reason the whole market is down, because you didn't buy like 100 or so bucks worth. NOS is sure not down. Anybody holding some NOS? Because you made 80% on your bag today. While the rest of the market is down, NOS jumps 80%. So you almost doubled your money in some NOS today. Switch, I'm going to go over and pull up the prizes. We're going to get in here to some of these prizes and take a look at what's going on. Let's go take a look at these prizes, ladies and gentlemen. What have we got going on here today? So for everyone who doesn't know, we have the mystery prize, which is ending in 41 minutes. And we also have the 1-year access to the insiders. For anyone who doesn't know, the insiders is the room where I give additional call signals about what's going on in the crypto space. You'll learn about a lot of new cryptocurrencies long before they get heard of. A lot of people are talking about Volt right now. If you were in the insiders and you scroll back, you'll see that Volt was mentioned in there quite a few months back, and to pay attention that it could be a new important crypto and it may also not be. So that's the kind of information that you're going to find in that space. New information, things to pay attention to, things to know early before it's even time to know it yet. So that's what the insiders is. It costs $200 a year to be inside the insiders. Next bull run, the price will double. It'll increase to twice the price. So get in now. Once you enter the insiders, the price you enter at stays at that price for life. If you're a tokenized financial client, you get free access to the insiders. This is where you're going to get the information that you want to know. And one of the prizes that we're giving away right now, there's 14 days left to get your name in on the prize, is a year's free entry to our insiders. And today we're pulling a mystery prize. So somebody's going home with $20 in Solana today. Who wants 20 bucks worth of Solana? Who wants 20 bucks worth of Solana? Oh, it does say you have been blocked by the host, Board Bob 22. That's weird. That's weird, Board Bob. Is that your name, Board Bob? Board Bob 22? Let's go find out, my friend. Let's go to search. 1R or 2? 1R, Board Bob with 2 B's. 22. Search. Users. I don't even see your name up there, Board Bob. Write it in the chat. Write it in the Discord chat exactly as your TikTok name is. exactly as your name is, because there's look at how many board bobs are coming up. Board bob 22, board bob 22. Oh, wait, I found you. Dun 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 dun. Board Bob, you are blocked, you asshole. What did you do? What did you do, Board Bob? It might have just been a mistake. I might have been trying to block like another person in the chat and accidentally hit your name with my finger instead of him, something like that. It's the only thing I can think of. But you are correct, my friend. You are blocked. Way to go, buddy. You're now unblocked, Board Bob. I hope that's you. I hope that's the correct one, Board Bob. Let me know now, Board Bob, if you can get in. Let me know if I unblocked the correct Board Bob. It's Board Bob 2276. I just went by the picture. I'm guessing that's you in the picture. Kirsto, you want $20 in Solana? Well, you need to go get inside our Discord, because inside of our Discord, we give away free prizes. And there's a free prize right now inside of our Discord, which is a mystery prize. And I just told you what the mystery is. It's $20 in Solana. So you need to get in our Discord, enter into the free giveaway, which is being given away in 31 minutes. Where's my prizes again? Here we are. "36 minutes. You have 36 minutes to get in on the mystery prize. It's inside of our community Discord. Link is at the top of my TikTok page to join our community Discord. If somebody wants to post and pin the link in the chat, that would be appreciated. How do you get more points? If you don't have any points, just ask for some in the Discord. One of the great things about our community is our community is really wanting to help everyone. They want new people to come in and take part. So just go into the community chat and say, hey guys, I'm new. Anyone want to spare me a few points? And somebody will throw you a couple points that will give you enough to get into the prizes, because they want you to engage and be part of the community. Just go into the chat and say, hey guys, I'm new. Someone toss me a couple points to get me started. You'll earn points as you engage with the community. You'll earn them as you go. There's a little prize box. You can go in every day and kind of log in and just collect some free prizes every day for showing up, like an attendance login. And there's other ways that you can earn them as well. It's all free interaction. But for now, since you haven't had time to interact, just ask in the chat. The community will look after you. And Board Bob, hopefully you can get me now. You're welcome, Kirsto. Go get into the free prizes. If you guys are having trouble entering the Discord, you can always just download the Discord app on your phone, and you can search me in the search bar. It's IHodlLife Community. Don't forget there's two L's in IHodlLife. It's IHodlLife. IHodl with an L, life. IHodlLife Community in our Discord. Look at that, and we even arrived at the bottom of the chat. That is fabulous. Do you guys know how often I don't get to the bottom of the comments? This makes me very pleased. Jay Rizzi, welcome. And thanks for joining in. If you guys have questions about the crypto space, feel free to drop it in the chat. Otherwise, we're going to start getting into some prizes here soon. Storage is a very good cryptocurrency, Apple user. Storage is going to be big data storage. Graph, storage, what's the other one? I can't think. Stacks. All of these are really great cryptocurrencies for big data storage, which is absolute necessity. So they're good cryptocurrencies as what I would call pillar cryptocurrencies in a portfolio. They're not going to have wild volatility. I'm not going to wake up one day and be a millionaire because I put $3,000 in it, but I am going to see my assets continually grow because their use case is so steady as a utility. There's not really anything built on Avalanche yet. Avalanche itself is amazing. The only protocols on Avalanche that I even like at all is NF Treasure, the Trezor group, and of course Swole Beach and what they're doing with their whole live your life, motivation, think about improving yourself on a regular basis. I really, really like that about the Swole Life community and ethos that they talk about. Plus, they did a very, very good job with their token and their 404 drop. In my opinion, I would say they are the only successful 404 drop that I've actually seen done, which is a new token standard, very risky, very innovative, and they were the first ones to do a decent job with it. So as far as those two on Avalanche, I would say they're fantastic. Everything else on Avalanche right now, sorry, Avalanche, but that's the truth. And I love you, and I really want to launch our blockchain as a testnet on an Avalanche Layer 1 testnet, so no bad news for Avalanche. But that's just the truth about their ecosystem right now. There's more people on the Avalanche ecosystem trying to spin up the next coin that someone will buy than there is people trying to build real long-term projects. But that will change. You see next bull run, you'll see Avalanche with the same ecosystem type of growth that you're seeing right now on Solana. It just takes time. Ethereum, it took time as well. Solana's just experiencing its beginning. Next cycle, Solana will look more like an Ethereum does today, and then Avalanche will look more like a Solana does today. And so will a bunch of other new layer ones. They'll start looking like an Avalanche looks like today. Perfect. You guys got yourself some tips. And yes, Board Bob, I did find your account. We got you. You should be able to see my live now. If you can't, write it in the chat. If you can't see me on my live, write it in the chat, Board Bob, but you should be good to go now. Switch, let's get into some prizes, my friend. Let's get into some prizes. I know it says 31 minutes, but we're going to draw it. If you guys want to get in on that prize, do it now because we're going to draw it in 2 minutes. Is crypto a scam to pay American debt? No, but they are going to use cryptocurrency to alleviate the $37 trillion in debt. They're going to pump all the debt into stable coins, devalue the dollar, and then pump all of it back out to eliminate the debt. I know it sounds ludicrous, but that's what they're going to do. There's going to be massive wealth opportunity to be made as we rewrite the new financial system. This has never happened before. Everyone that is not paying attention to cryptocurrency is going to be sorely, sorely missed out, sorely left over. There's going to be 2 kids in the future. Parents, thank you for investing in crypto. Parents, why didn't we invest in crypto? It's going to be that definitive. That's how important crypto and technology is. Hyperliquid is amazing. Lido is amazing. Athena, mediocre. It's mediocre. It's not an up or a down. It's mediocre. Hyperliquid is probably the hottest new young crypto that people should be paying attention to right now. Hello, Udi, On, Sam, Body, No, Alexander, Richmond, Hi, Is, Biggest, Scammer, Hi, Scam, Me, Over. What the fuck did you just say, bro? And you even put a period after every word. Like, what the fuck? Avalanche will definitely have real estate tokenization. Yes, it will. Avalanche is a multi-purpose layer 1. Tokenizing real estate is a small fraction of Avalanche's capacity and capabilities. I have no idea who Arthur Hayes is. Atafly, I have no idea what that is. Camino, I have no idea what that is. But I do spit on my desk when I talk sometimes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into the prizes. We're going to start winding down the live here in just a few minutes. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We're going to get into the prizes. Switch, if you wouldn't mind doing the honors and pulling the prize today. What do I really think about meme coins? I really think that there's 1 million meme coins out there. Thank you, Don Shoemaker, for the heart meme. There's 1 million meme coins out there, and there's only about 7 or 8 that you should own. That's what I think about meme coins. 7 or 8 memes that you should have in your portfolio, and the rest you shouldn't have. And you should only have those 7 or 8 in your portfolio if you have $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 portfolio. If you're under $30,000, $40,000 in your portfolio, you should not be holding 5 meme coins. You should be holding 1 or 2. Dad of 5 rigs. You are the winner, my friend. You won $20 in Solana, $1 in Sol for every one of your kids. He's like, wait, that's 20. No, 5 is enough. Congratulations, Dad of 5 rigs. You just won yourself $20 in Solana. We're always giving away free stuff right here in the IHodlLife community. Make sure you've joined our community Discord, the most vibrant chat app on the planet with the best cryptocurrency community in there, the IHodlLife community. So feel free to check out the Discord app. The link is in the top of my TikTok page, and you can join in to the vibrant IHodlLife community, which is a massive area of expertise and intelligent crypto investors from all around the world. So it's a really, really great place for you to become a learner in the crypto space and onboard yourself into the crypto space by hanging around with the best community out there. They're always looking out for each other. They're always sharing information, letting you know if you learned something that you shouldn't have learned, all that kind of stuff. You can always check in for what you're doing in the crypto space right at the IHodlLife community to keep yourself safe and protected. So make sure to join our Discord if you haven't already, everyone. And congratulations, Dad of 5 rigs. You are the winner. You won yourself $20 in Solana. Robert, I know that you also were a mystery prize winner. You've got $20 in Solana coming to you already. In fact, I think you got your $20 in Solana. You're now waiting on your $36 prize goal. So you'll get $36 in Solana being coming to you soon. Man, do I ever love giving away free crypto to people. Welcome to the IHodlLife community, everyone. Well, before we break down today's live, ladies and gentlemen, I always like to have you leave my live on a positive note. Thank you, everyone, for all the likes. We achieved 168,000 likes today, which is amazing in 2 hours. You guys are monsters. Thank you so much. It's almost 100,000 likes an hour. You guys are animals. So feel free to tap that screen for the last few minutes. Let's throw up a few more points while I'm here. If you tuned into my channel today, you got some great info about crypto. Feel free to come out every Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and ask your questions or just sit in and listen so that you can gain free cryptocurrency knowledge. When you leave my live today, I want you guys to remember, when you look at your crypto portfolios, I want you to remember the fundamental of why you're investing in crypto. I want you to stop looking at your portfolios and wondering, what's the number going to be? How much money will I make? I want you to start looking at your portfolios and telling yourself out loud, holy shit, I'm actually on the right path. That's what I want you guys to tell yourselves. I want everybody to go after my live today, look at their portfolio, whether it's on Coinbase, Crypto.com, Uphold, Kraken, Tangem, SecuX, whatever it is. Go look at your portfolio after you leave my live today and just say, wow, thank God I'm on the right track. I've got crypto. Alhamdulillah, I own crypto. I am on the right track right now. 99% of the world is not buying cryptocurrency. And I want to tell you guys something very important. The key to abundance, the key to your portfolio mooning, the key to you making money, period, has nothing to do with your crypto portfolio and everything to do with your belief system. Everything to do with how you identify as your portfolio. If you identify your portfolio as not making it, something will happen along the way that will cause you to fuck up or make a mistake or do something foolish. You must set your mind properly. You are the master creator of your existence. You must look at your portfolio as its success before it has already succeeded. Look at your portfolio and recognize that the key to abundance is gratitude. The key to me having all this crypto that I want, that God candle that I want, is the simplicity of me saying, fuck, thank God I'm here. Thank God here I am. Thank God I've got this. Thank God I have the ability to put a little bit of money aside here when other people can't even get 20 bucks together to pay their fucking bills, let alone buy some crypto and change their life. Thank God. God, I'm so lucky. Man, I'm so happy. Man, I'm so fucking thankful. And if you can hold on to that frequency of thankful, this is the frequency of abundance. The more you are thankful for everything that you have around you, genuinely feeling gratitude, the more money will flow into your life. So if you're looking at your portfolio, but you're not feeling gratitude, you're going to really struggle in the crypto space, despite how good the crypto space does. You must set your mind and your emotions to the reality and the future that you wish to live in, because we all live within our own reality collectively inside the same reality. Inside one big reality, we all live within our own individual realities. And those individual realities can shift to multiple different realities. There are infinite possibilities. Put your mind in the place that you need to be. If you need to wake up every morning and say to yourself out loud, I'm going to get rich because I invested into cryptocurrency. And thank God I was intelligent enough to get into it while everyone else is not paying attention. If you only told yourself just that consistently enough, it is enough to make you rich in crypto. Don't you understand that the key to all of it is what you identify? I encourage all of you to identify your crypto portfolios with success that is yours now, not something you're waiting on. Be thankful that you're here and you're doing it and you're in and you're investing. You've already succeeded. You must feel that. You must know that. And when you do, the rest of the success will pour on you so fast you won't even know how to handle it. But it will never reach you if your frequency doesn't reach the frequency of gratitude. It doesn't care if you're good. It doesn't care if you're bad. It only cares if you're grateful. Be a fucking axe murderer. But as long as you're grateful, wealth will continue to find you. They exist on the same frequency. And everything is frequency. If you wake up every morning and the only thing that you think about is what is my frequency and how does it match the world? What's the frequency of this phone? What's the frequency of that tree? What's the frequency of that car? What's the frequency of that sign? What's the frequency of everything around me? And then what's my frequency? If you could only just slow your brain down enough to think and consider that, you would already be leagues ahead of so many other humans. Try to take just 1 minute, just 60 seconds, when you wake up in the morning, to make a decision in your mind. Go to your bathroom, get the grogginess out of you, shake off the sleep, get dressed if you have to, get yourself ready to start your day. When you're alert and when you're awake, take a moment, take 60 seconds. Everyone can fit it into their schedule. Set a clock on your wrist if you have to, and take 60 seconds to be quiet. No talking, no interruptions. No television, no music, no phone, no nothing. You don't answer the door. You don't pick up the phone. You don't answer your text message. You don't do anything for 60 seconds except close your eyes, look inside yourself, which means take your eyes and try to look right here at your pineal gland. Look like you're looking in and right here and try to focus right there on that little spot, which at first will appear like darkness and redness, and then eventually you'll be able to start seeing images. So pretend you're looking right there inside yourself and take 60 seconds. And in that 60 seconds, feel gratitude. Man, I'm so thankful for today. Man, I'm so thankful I woke up to that beautiful woman today. Man, I'm so thankful I have money to go buy lunch today. Man, I'm so thankful I'm in crypto and everyone else isn't. Man, I'm so thankful my cat came and snuggled me this morning. Man, I'm so thankful I put on fresh socks. I'm so lucky I have enough money to put on fresh socks. Some people don't even have socks. And I know that sounds crazy and stupid, but it is a key to greatness. It is a key to wealth beyond your wildest dreams. You must just be grateful for what you already have and stop looking past it. You must be grateful that you live in a safe country. You must be, instead of sitting there and being like, oh, the weather's cold, you should be grateful that you don't have any fucking alligators on your porch. If you could just change your perception to being grateful for everything you have, you would realize that everything you don't have suddenly becomes yours. Because the universe rewards the identity, and the identity is matched with your gratefulness. If you're not gratefulness, you don't identify with it. You identify as lack instead. You identify as, oh, I live here in the cold and I'm not at the beach. So you identify as lack as opposed to being thankful for where you live and what you have. And I don't have alligators, and yeah, it's cold, but it's okay. And you twist it to the positive instead of the negative. And this is how you choose, by choice, to exist in an abundance mind frame. And when you exist in an abundance field, not only wealth comes to you, People come to you. Opportunity comes to you. The man or woman or spouse or person that you like in your life comes to you. Opportunities in business come to you. Why? Because you are attracting its frequency. You didn't go out and get it. It attracted to you. All of you men out there that wish to make more money, you don't need to go make more money. You need to match the frequency of abundance, and more money, more opportunity, more whatever it might be will just happen on its own. This is how the universe and the coding of the universe works. Just like a smart contract, there's a computer language written in there that says if he does this, there's an output, there's a result to that. And it's no different. So you must remain diligent. You must take that 60 seconds when you wake up in the morning, once you're alert, to be thankful for everything you have in life and tell yourself who you are. Are you going to your 9 to 5 right now thinking, oh, I'm insecure? Thinking, oh, I'm not good looking, thinking, oh, I feel fat today, thinking all this or all that or all whatever the fuck you want to conjure up in your brain? Or are you going out thinking, this is who I am and this is what I decide and I'm going to go approach that world. I'm not going to let the world decide who I am because of the comment on my page, or because the guy cut me off, now I'm angry, or because they didn't make my coffee the right way, now I'm in a bad mood. I'm not going to be who the world chooses for me to be. I'm going to choose me. I'm going to take 60 seconds of the day. I'm going to be grateful for who I am, and I'm going to choose who I am. I'm the billion-dollar founder of the IHodlLife rewards chain, which isn't even built yet, just to help you guys understand the process of what you're doing. It's mined now. I haven't even built the blockchain yet. Haven't even hired the developers yet. Haven't even got our first funding yet. But today, I'm the billion-dollar founder of the IHodlLife brand. Try telling me different. Try waking me up in the morning and not having that imprinted into my subconscious like boom, boom, boom. Guess what I'm going to be 5 to 10 years from now? Because I understand the recipe. You have the recipe too. When you wake up in the morning, everyone, take 60 seconds to yourself to be thankful and to decide who you are. Hold on to that. When you decide who you are, hold on to it. Decide beyond the proof. If you're timid and afraid, yet you're doing this in your 60 seconds and you're telling yourself, I'm not timid, I'm not afraid, I'm confident, I can handle anything, you're on the right path. And if you go out into the world and you still feel timid and afraid, you're still on the right path. It's an incremental changeover. And a lot of the time, it's a painful changeover. It doesn't happen easy. Good stuff doesn't happen easy. Thanks, everyone, for coming out to my live today. I encourage you to hit that like and follow right here at IHodlLife, the only cryptocurrency channel that you need. We're live here every Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and also on Tuesdays, also 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Tech Talk Tuesdays. And once in a while, you might even catch me late on a Friday night for some Frequency Friday chit-chat. Don't forget to hit that like and follow right here at the only crypto channel you need, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Tristan. I'm the founder and the CEO of the IHodlLife brand. Hit up our store, www.IHodlLife.com, and order yourself some crypto swag, especially for the upcoming Christmas season. Get all your orders in early. See you later, everyone. I hope you have an amazing day. Invite your friends and family. I'll see you again right here at IHodlLife.